Hey Busy Fit fam, this is Stephen Anderson and I am your Busy Fit coach. Welcome to week 8, day 2 of your Busy Fit 2.0 Healthy Habits Coaching, and I'm so glad that you're here. Now, over the past couple of days, we've been talking about fear. One is not letting the fear of failure stop you, but the second is making sure that you embrace that fear that you may not live up to your potential, and then using that as fuel to do what you have to do right now. And I understand that the struggle is real and that living up to your best self isn't easy, but it's doable. It's doable if you 100% buy into the fact that there is always a way to move forward no matter what your situation is, and that secondly, you refuse to fail. Now, the quicker that you get rock solid on this, then the easier it's going to be. You really can't just kind of want to be healthy. You can't just kind of want to be fit. You really have to make up in your mind that this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be healthy and fit and strong and look good in that dress or look good in that suit. So you have to buy into 100%. See, people are watching you, and they're looking to see if you're going to be able to do it. Not so they can criticize. Well, some people might be, but deep down they want hope. They want to see that it can be done with being a mom and being a dad and being a worker, all of those other things. And when you just kind of want it, you really do give yourself an out. And as long as you give yourself an out, it's too easy to give up. The struggle is real. But once you buy into it 100% and you have it in your mind that you will keep moving forward, you're not doing it just for you, but for your kids and for your coworkers and all those other people who need that hope to know that there's always a way to keep moving forward. All right, now we're on to our Whole 30 reset, and we will be going through the 4 categories, and these are different than the 4 healthy food groups. These are the 4 categories of foods that are going to be in your less healthy food groups. We'll be doing that throughout the week, and if you need some science behind it, of course, you can always go to the books that I talked about earlier. It starts with food and the Whole 30 guide. But until then, I'm just going to break them down to you one by one, starting today with sugars, artificial sweeteners, and alcohol. Now, these foods will really hit your pleasure centers in your brain at a way that naturally sweet foods never really can. They really can't compete. And what happens is you get that overload, and it stimulates you to not only want to eat now, but to continue to eat them in an almost unsatiable rate. That in itself is going to cause it to fail healthy food standard number 1, which is to have a healthy psychological response. Now, when it comes to healthy food standard number 2, having a healthy hormonal response, those sugars and alcohols really cause those insulin levels to spike and then consequently to give you a crash. So you want to prevent that, and it also has an unhealthy hormonal effect on many other hormones in the body, and that's to include glucagon, keeping glucagon from doing what it needs to do to burn fat, and we want to make sure that we keep that in check. So fails healthy food standard number 2, have a healthy hormonal response. It also fails healthy food standard number 3, which is to support a healthy gut, and number 4 at the same time, which is to support a healthy immune system, because it damages the gut by weakening your good gut bacteria and strengthening the bad guys. And what this does is let more bad guys through your gut and now into the immune system and the bloodstream, so now that has to overwork. So it fails 3 and 4 at the same time. All right, so let's brace ourselves for this one, because this also includes those natural sweeteners like stevia and agave and honey and molasses. All of these have that negative effect. Now, the good news is that it doesn't pertain to fruit sugar in the natural fruit. So we're not talking about juices, but in the natural fruit. So there's sugar in those fruits, but that's fine because you get fiber and you get vitamins and you get added water. You get lots of other benefits as well, but just remember to keep those in proportion so that you don't overconsume. Now we're on to our calls to action. Of course, we are reading our Busy Fit Mindset statements every morning aloud. Faith comes by hearing. And we have our 7 key habits. 1 is our water. 2 is our good activity in. 3 is to making sure that we're eating slowly to 80%. 4 is making sure we're getting that good protein. 5 is that good carbohydrate. 6 is that healthy forms of fat. And 7 is to repeat this every single day, looking at your meals and every single week when it comes to preparing for your week. Also, your 4 healthy food standards, they must promote a healthy psychological response, they must promote a healthy hormonal response, must promote a healthy gut, and then a healthy immune system. And tomorrow we're going to share with you the second of the groups that we're going to be looking at what makes foods less healthy. And today I want you to click onto the link below, go to the resource area and watch an awesome video about living. I mean, really living. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. All right, so until then, tomorrow, persist. I will persist until I succeed. I'll never give up. And I'll see you on tomorrow.